Good afternoon, lovely people. How are you all today? I hope you're well. I'm just beginning to almost feel normal again, having had that, goodness knows what that bug was, for like 9 days or something. I'm still feeling a little, how should we say, weak, but I feel well. So today, yay, it's a soup day. Oh, I do love my soups. You guys know I love my soups. I do eat soups in the summer, not very many, but now that the weather's changing, oh, I love my soups on chilly days. Is there anything more comforting? And the soup I'm going to do today is going to be great for me post whatever that virus was that I had, which I'll explain in a second, not the virus, why this is good. So, hopefully you saw the last video when I was out and about in the garden picking some bits and bobs of veggies to make borscht. Oh, I love it. Borscht, quite simply, it's a beetroot soup. This is going to be perfect for me post being a bit poorly because our beautiful beetroots, I haven't peeled or chopped anything yet, but our gorgeous beetroots, they're chock full of vitamins B6, vitamin C, iron, calcium. They're a great food for convalescence, for chronic fatigue, for anemia, any of those states where you're feeling low. Get some beetroot into your diet. Let me show you all the ingredients because they're beautiful. So, as always with any recipe I do, I'm keeping it simple. We've got some celery, which is really wilted since I dug it up. So I've just put it in a jar of water to hopefully revive it a bit. Yeah, still not sure. This is a new celery to me. Still not sure what I'm going to make of it, but I won't know until I try it. So yes, just a smallish bunch of celery, good old onion, a fennel, I'll come back to that in a second, carrots, about 3 medium-sized carrots. I've got bits and bobs of all sorts because they came out in all weird shapes and sizes. Then, I've decided, because they're quite big, 3 beetroots. God, look at the colour. Oh, they're gorgeous. I will be wearing rubber gloves to skin and chop these. And then finally the fennel. This fennel is definitely past its best, unfortunately, but it was the only one that hadn't completely bolted on my plot, so I am going to be using it and enjoying it. A fennel, it's a curious veg. I mean, I love it for its flavour, if nothing else. It's not great in terms of being packed full of vitamins, but where it is great is the volatile oils in it are brilliant at stimulating our liver and digestive tract. So I think this will be really great for me today as well, because with that virus I had, I did have a really disturbed gastric system for a good 4 or 5 days. So that would be great. But also the thing about fennel is they do contain naturally occurring estrogen. So I think it might be quite a useful addition to anyone's diet for anyone who's low on estrogen. So I'm thinking here obviously of any women who are going through menopause. If you're going to eat specifically for the hormonal content of food, I would advise you speak to a dietitian first, and obviously, discuss with your GP as well, especially if you're taking any kind of artificial hormones as replacement. But yeah, naturally occurring estrogen. So yeah, I'm going to pop some of that in my diet, and never mind all of that, it just tastes blooming gorgeous, and it's a great counterpoint to the earthy richness of the beetroots. So, I need to get stuck in and get cooking. Just before I start adding anything, I want to show you the colours in a second. To start with, all I've done, as I do with nearly all the soups I make, I'm just sweating a little bit of onion down in, that's just a little splash of oil and a little splash of water. So they are effectively getting a bit of a fry under steam at the same time. Just a bit less fat and a bit quicker. Look at these colours. I mean, did you ever see such a beautiful, rudely healthy looking colour? And they're fennel. And what I'm liking is, I mean, they're tiddly, but I'm loving the colour in this celery too. So, yes, we should eat a rainbow of colours every day. But this is definitely a favourite. Love, it's gorgeous. Look what it's done to my chopping board. And that, my friends, is why I wear rubber gloves. Right, let's start adding these gorgeous, gorgeous veggies. Once your onions are sweated down a bit, oh, that's perfect. It's time to add the star of the show. Oh my giddy goodness. And just take a moment to enjoy the colour. You know, how many other foods give us such a beautifully deep, intense, purpley red as beetroots. Oh, I'm giddy. I'm already salivating at the thought of eating this. So I always put my beetroot in first for no other reason than I just want to enjoy that crazy colour in there. Right, enough of that enjoyment. Get all your other veggies in. Actually, someone posted something really lovely the other day, a friend on Facebook, about taking these moments in your day when you see or hear or smell something really wonderful, whether it be the waves crashing on the beach or the beautiful colour of your veg or birds singing, is to just stop for a moment and hold that moment, just photograph it or whatever in your head, so that on another day when you're feeling not so great, you can recall that moment. So I shall certainly be at points during the winter, on really grey, grotty days, I shall be holding this moment in my mind and thinking of the colour. I shall be making it again, of course, over the winter. Actually, fennel is one of the only vegetables that I do buy from time to time, just because I don't have the space to grow a lot in my garden, and it's quite a short season for me where I am, and it's such a beautiful veg, and I basically can't resist it throughout the year. So get everything in, bring it back up to a simmer, and then simply leave it to simmer for about 25 to 30 minutes. Every now and again, take the lid off and just look at that gorgeousness. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, that makes me so happy. Right, enough of your reverie, Vivian. Lid on, simmer for about half an hour. Well, we should be just about there. So it's had 25-30 minutes. Actually, it's had about 22-3 minutes simmering, then I've turned the heat off because the pan retains so much heat. I'm basically just wanting to get to the stage where all your veg are nice and tender, which they are. So now we can blitz it. Oh, look at it. It's gorgeous. Right, let's get the blitzer out. Ridiculous colour. Oh my giddy goodness. Oh, it looks more like pudding than soup. Oh, right. Let's give this a try. It's always the best moment. Oh, it's hard to give it a foof. It's so beautiful. It's got that gorgeous, deep, earthy, rich taste of the beetroot, which I think on its own would massively overpower, but the gorgeous little kick of the fennel, the celery is really piquant too, so they're kind of coming through. They blend beautifully together. It's absolutely scrum-diddly-umptious. Oh my goodness. Soup season is here. Look, you could of course serve this with a bit of cream, sour cream or some yoghurt. I don't have those in the house. I don't tend to keep them, don't tend to buy them. But they would be beautiful with it too. Big chunk of homemade bread. So that I've made today, I reckon that's probably 4 good sized portions, decent hearty lunch, even a decent hearty supper with some other bits and bobs, or maybe 6 portions if you're after a bit of a lighter lunch. I reckon 2 portions are going to go down now. And the others I can set aside to cool, to be the very first thing in my brand new 3rd freezer. Yay! I'm so pleased I bought that because I've got masses more to come. All those tomatoes. Anyway, I'm digressing. So I'm going to carry on eating my looks like raspberry pudding, doesn't it? Oh my giddy goodness. I've got to go and eat. So, if you've never tried beetroot soup before, if you've never tried a version of borscht, and I know there'll be loads of you who've got your own versions, brilliant. I can't even remember where this one came from, but there we go. If you haven't tried it before, give it a go. If you've never eaten beetroot before, it's a different taste to so many other veg, but that's what's beautiful, it stands alone. If you haven't grown any, maybe just buy a couple at your local farmer's market, go to your local farm and try and buy direct. Give it a go. If you like it, add some beetroot to your seed list for next year. On that note, I'm going to say cheerio, happy cooking, happy harvesting, happy everything to do with our gardens and kitchens. So until I see you again, which I hope will be not before too long, I'm going to carry on eating and carry on playing in the kitchen. Take care, everyone.